Hi everyone, today we're going to have a quick introduction to conditional statements commonly used in computer programming languages, and we're using Java. A conditional statement is, well, it's really used in a situation where if a condition is true, we will do something, and if the condition is false, we will do something else. So here we've got a very simple example. The data that we're going to be looking at is hair length, and if the hair length is greater than 12, if that's true, we will go to the hair salon and spend the money that I have in my pocket. Okay? So if this condition is true, if hair length is greater than 12, I will go to the hair salon. But if it's false, I will use that money to buy a present for my mum instead. So this is an example of a conditional statement. We have some data, hair length. We compare that data with some condition. So this is a very simple example. If hair length is greater than 12, if that's true, I will go to the hair salon. Else, I will buy a present for my mum using the money in my pocket. So let's look at how to set this up in Java. First of all, we're going to create a variable called hair length. This is where we're going to store some data. Then somehow we need to get some data and store it in that variable. I'm just going to assign data very quickly and easily. So my hair is 15 centimeters long. Now the condition said if hair length is greater than 12, if this is our condition here, we're going to do something. So this is our if block. We have if, we have round brackets which contain a condition, and then we have curly brackets which define the start and the end of our if block. So for example, that something could be system.out.println go to the hair salon. Okay? And if we run our code, we've got some errors here. Oh, as usual, I forget my semicolon. What about this here? Can I guess what the error is? Have a quick look. Have I spelled? Yeah, I've spelled that wrong, haven't I? That should be a capital L. Boom. Done. So let's run this program and see what result we get. Go to the hair salon. So let's change hair length to 11 and run it again. So the program has terminated. There is no output. This was not displayed because in this situation, this condition is false. So the if statement will not run. This code inside the if block will not run. However, if this code doesn't run, maybe I want some other code to run. So if this isn't true, we will do something else. And that thing that we're going to do is system.out.println buy a present for mum. Okay? So let's run that and see what we get. So we have a variable, which is an integer data type, labeled hair length. We've assigned the value 11 to it. We now have a condition which Java will evaluate to be true or false. hair length greater than 12. 11 greater than 12. That's false. So this line of code will not run. That's in our if block. So that doesn't run. It jumps to the else condition and runs the else block of code, which starts there and finishes there. Okay? And if we change the hair length to 16, 16 is greater than 12, this expression is true, so this code will run, and this code will not run. Go to the hair salon. Okay? Now let's say that I have some money in my pocket. So I'm just going to create another integer here called money. And let's just assign some data to that variable. I've got $5 in my pocket. Now, to go to the hair salon, actually, two conditions need to be true. The first condition is the hair length must be greater than 12. If that's true, I'm going to think about going to the hair salon. But also, to go to the hair salon, I need some money in my pocket. So two conditions must be true in order for me to go to the hair salon. The hair length is greater than 12 and money is greater than $10. Let's say greater than or equal to $10. If I have $10 or more in my pocket and my hair length is greater than 12, I will go to the hair salon. Okay? So this here, two conditions must satisfy. So if this is true and this is true, the whole expression will be true. And this will happen. Else, this will happen. So have a look at the code. Which statement will be printed out when I press run? Pause the video if you need to and have a think about it. Okay, let's run the video. Sorry, let's run the program. So we're going to buy a present for Mum. And I'm sorry, Mum, it's not going to be much of a present. I've only got $5. But I didn't have enough money to go to the hair salon, so I can't do that. My hair is long enough, but I don't have enough money. And to go to the hair salon, both of these conditions have to be true. That's why I'm using and. Now I could say, if my hair is greater than 12, or I have $10 or more, go to the hair salon. That's an interesting little situation. So this condition here doesn't really matter which one is true, but one of them has to be true. If this is true, or this is true, the whole expression will be true. Okay? So if I've only got $1 in my pocket, but my hair length is 16 centimeters, this evaluates to true, and I will go to the hair salon. Now, maybe they'll ask me to do a few chores because I only have $1 in my pocket, but the logic now states that I will go to the hair salon. So this is an introduction to conditional statements in Java. We have here some Boolean expressions and if statements in any programming language, I believe, will require a Boolean expression to work. We wouldn't just be able to do this. If money, do this. Money is an integer and it holds the value 1. If 1, well, it doesn't really have any meaning. If 1. What does that mean? That is not a Boolean expression. What error do we get? Cannot convert from int to Boolean. So that is an int. But an if statement requires a boolean. And I can do that by saying if money is greater than 10. We now have a boolean expression. So have a play with these ideas and let's become experts of conditional statements in Java.